Hello, I'm going to talk about rests. So the equivalent in a step of a rest in the music, where we leave some space and some silence. And I'm going to illustrate this with the basic reel step. Turn around. So the basic reel step, as we usually do it, step, heel, toe, hop, tap, tap. But we're just going to replace that final tap with a rest. Step, heel, toe, hop, tap, rest. And a bit faster. Now, you can already hear that if you do that just repeatedly, it starts to sound quite jolted and quite jerky and doesn't have much flow to it. So rather than do the rest every step, let's do 4 steps and just rest on the last one. So. And again. Now you'll find when you dance that with the music that that rest at the end is coinciding with the end of a phrase of the music. 4 bars worth is often a phrase, or if you did it every 8th, that's also has the feel of the end of a phrase of music. Now that can be a nice way of kind of reflecting the phrasing of the music, but it can also sound a bit repetitive if done over and over again. So the next thing we're going to do is shift our rest around about in our 4-step pattern. So this time we're going to move the rest to the second of our 4 steps, like this. And next we're going to move it to the third of our 4 steps, like this. So 2 things might happen when you dance that pattern with the music. One is that your rest coincides with either a rest or a long note in the music, more likely a long note. And therefore the step and the music mirror each other. The other thing that might happen is that your rest coincides with either 2 or more notes happening within the music. So you kind of give the music a bit of space to do its own thing. And the step is just sitting back and giving that space to the music. Both are really nice, so it's kind of an illustration really of more broadly in step dance what you're doing with the percussion. You can either precisely reflect what's happening in the music, or you can contrast with the music. So I'm going to put some music on now. I'm going to start with dancing the step, the 4-step pattern with the rest on every 4th step. Then I'll move to every 2nd step and then to every 3rd step. And hopefully you'll be able to hear in the music when all those different things are happening, either contrasting or mirroring the music. Go. Third. you can use different patterns of those rests. You don't have to keep doing it on the second time or the third time every one. You can just completely mix them up and use all sorts of different patterns just to create more variation and more interest. And this is also an idea that you can take into other steps, so much more longer and complicated steps, or any other step you do really. Think about creating more space in the step by putting in a rest. It can really make the step sound more rhythmically interesting, or just create a new pattern that's interesting to hear. Great!